Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Today what we're going to do is make a little bit of bead rolled sheet metal art out of aluminum. So what we're going to do is we're going to take something like this, which is just some film. I just put the paper behind it so you can see it. I'm going to take something like that and we're going to turn it into something like this. So I'll show you how that's done here in a minute. Here is another example of what you can do with it. You see the finish. So there's that. All right, here's what we're going to do. And this is my wife's pet rescue. So first and foremost, here's a little plug for Saving Innocent Souls. Go to Facebook and look up SIS, Saving Innocent Souls. Look for this logo. It's a Facebook page, and check it out and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But this is what we're going to make today. So again, we're going to take that image and we're going to trace it out onto a piece of aluminum, and that's going to take a few steps. Now I'm working on a way to make that a little quicker. I'm going to build a router table where you can insert a marker and make it all in one step. But that's quite a ways down the road. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this device I've got right here. I'll show you in a sec, to project it up onto the wall. We'll get this all set up and I'll show you. But here's what we got. You print it out on this film, okay? And then you'll lay it over. Now let me just show you here. Okay, so I got the camera repositioned here, and I have a piece of sheet metal. This is aluminum, and this is 050 thickness, series 3000 aluminum, 3003 something something. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I'm using for these. I'm going to put this right here. Have a paper clip. Just use a paper clip to hold that in place, just like that. All right, so that's step one. Step two, let's get into that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this film on here with paper clips. The next step here, okay, this is the box we made here, and so I taped over the hole, made a really small hole. Basically that's an iris. I'm also using this LED light, so I got this set up and so that when this goes in here, that LED lines right up pretty much with that hole. All right, now it's on. It's a little hard to see at the moment, but if you look at the wall, you can kind of see a shadow. See it on my hand. It's just there's so much reflection, it's hard to see, but you can see that pretty well. So I'll spend a little bit of time getting this leveled and centered and the size I want on this panel, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I got this all set up, and then I went ahead and I traced it all out. See, if you get close, you can see. And then I traced it out with pencil first. I'll get this thing down and I'll take it over on the bench. So I'm just tracing over the pencil lead. All right, here we go. We got it all done, all traced out. Now, in this case, the dog didn't turn out so well. I'm not the greatest artist here, but I'm not happy about the way that dog turned out. And even on this piece here, it doesn't look that great. I mean, it doesn't, kind of looks like a dog, but not really, especially when you come over to here. So what I think I'm going to do on this particular piece is I'm going to omit this. It's going to have to stay there. I mean, I could erase it if I threw a little acetone on there, but I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not going to roll it in. I'm going to leave it plain right there, just to help eliminate the possibility of messing it up. So, yeah, over to the bead roller here in a little bit. All right, here we are over at the bead roller. Got everything set up and got the art dies on here. So here we go. Right now I'm going to push this. I'm going to do this outer circle and we're going to push the circle down. So we'll push the circle down, so I need to be right there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn it over so we can see what it looks like, because you really can't see it from the top with the marker all over it. So there's a nice circle. Alright, now we'll go around and I'll do the bone. So because we're going to push, the bone is going to be up and this is going to be down, I have to do it from this other angle. There we go. That's what we want to see. I'm going to try to make that turn. I think I can do it. I'll go real slow. There we go. Oh. I might have messed up that bone a little bit. Alright. Well, if I turn it over, you can see this is what I was talking about where I messed it up a little bit. It's not that bad. We'll try to fix it when we yeah, I think it'll be just fine. Alright. This one here. can do with these letters. It's gonna be a little tricky. Oh, these letters are turning out horrible. Gouging the hell out of them. All right. I'll do this last S here and then I'll see. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop because these letters are looking horrible, and I'm going to buff this a little bit and see what it looks like. So let's go take a look. I'd hate to spend all this time ruining all of these letters when I might be able to just maybe do something different here and fix these three. What I would really like to have my hands on is some nylon dies, which in an upcoming video I've ordered a 3D printer. It's coming. I'm making dies for this, so hang loose for that. Alright, let's go over to the bench and see what we can do with these. Okay, we got some acetone here, and we're going to take the the marker off with the acetone just in that area. Get rid of that dog. Doesn't get rid of the pencil marks, but it does get rid of the marker, and that's all we need. Problem is, these steel dies are so strong and tough. They're a lot harder than the aluminum, so you go to make a turn, it gouges the heck out of the metal. So there. Also, if you probably can't see it, but Just the paper towel will scratch the aluminum. Alright, now I'm going to spend a little time with the scuffing pad and see if I can't kind of scuff out some of these marks. Because then my idea on this anyway was to I'm going to paint this area here and paint them black, and then this part's going to be buffed out as a polished. The bone itself is going to be polished chrome, and the letters recessed will have a little bit of paint in them, and so hopefully that hides some of the inconsistencies in it. So let's see, what's that look like on camera? Let me see here. Doesn't look too bad. So you kind of took care of some of them, but if you get real close, you can kind of see some of the scratches and stuff, especially like on the top of that S. But that really does the trick, and kind of gets rid of some of them issues. Okay, what I've decided to do real quick is just mask off right around the SIS letters, and I'm going to hit it with a little bit of primer and just kind of get a little bit of paint down in that's it, just a little bit down in there, and then I'm going to take it over to the heater, put it in front of the heater for a minute, and we'll come back and scuff it off. Okay, it's dry. I brought it back. I just wanted to cure that a little bit. I'll take this tape back off. I'm going to go back in that same direction. And what we're doing here is, let me turn this down so you can see it a little better. There. We're just scuffing that surface back out and getting rid of the paint on that upper level. Alright, that's pretty much it there. Got a little bit of overspray over on these edges. I'll do a better job after get the panel all done. I just wanted to test out this center and see what it's going to look like. Alright. Well, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Close-up shot, trying to get some reflection in there. Since I don't have any nylon dies, I guess what we're going to have to do is just continue on and try to do the best we can on all those letters. They're definitely hard, that's for sure. Alright, back to the bead roller. I did a perimeter bend real quick. We're going to put these in wood frames. So I just scribed a line in at 3/4 of an inch, and I used some painter's tape as a radius. Drew that out and I put that in there. And I think what I'm going to do is just go right back over the all these letters. I'm going to go over all the letters. I'm not going to record it because you see me doing this. It's going to be the same thing over and over and over and over. So after I get that done, we'll come back and see what else we're going to do to it. Alright, so there we go. Got all the marker off there, and we will try to decide what sort of finish to put on it. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mask all this off and then spray the letters, because I know I want them black. Alright, I got everything masked off just to, oh no I don't, I got to mask off the bone. Alright, well let me mask off the bone and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what I got. I ended up masking this off all the way down and over the edge, right down to this lower layer. This edge here, I'm going to leave exposed, so when I scuff it, it will slightly, what do you call it? You'll see that there'll be a little bit of paint on that rise on that lip, and then I'll just distress it or stress it a little bit with the scuff pad when I'm doing all of this, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spray everything. I'm just going to do a light coat. I could probably do it on camera here. Let me see if I can rearrange this. Jeremy's working on that other one over there. Let's see how he's coming on his. It's pretty sweet looking. What he did was polished this with Mother's aluminum polish right there, and a Dremel. Let me see your Dremel you used, and a polishing pad. Polish this. So this is almost like chrome. He's doing a scuff. That looks good right there. I can see the. It looks awesome. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, let me see here if I can set this up. Uh-oh, let me drop. You know what I forgot to do real quick? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this area behind the bone and the letters. That's all I want. Now, depending on what look you're going for, you can make it as dark or as light as you want. You know, you could just do something like that and call it good. But in this case, because the logo of Saving Innocent Souls is all black background, I'm going to go nice and dark on this. And when we're all done, it'll look pretty sweet. All right. Alright, I think I got everything hit there a little bit. Alright, that's it. Now I'm going to take this over to the heater and just let some hot air blow on it until it dries, and then I'll come back. Alright, so here's what we got. I decided to try something different on this one and see where Jeremy went at a 45-degree angle. Man, that thing's looking sweet. On this one, what I decided to do is try to do from the center out. So right now I'm just taking the scuff pad to get the paint off. I'm just going, kind of going from the center out at the right angle and just trying to get the letters exposed and get some of that paint off. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll scuff all the way out to the outside. So let me get some of this paint off, the majority of it, then we'll come back and do the rest of it. Okay, so I went all the way around. I got most of the paint off around the letters, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the scuffing at that angle like that, from the center out. I'm going to do the best I can to use this as a center point and try to shoot right out to the corner, and then I'm going to do it just like this and try to get it like a starburst type of effect. So I'm going to do that and I'll come back. Alright, there it is. It's done. So the cool thing about this effect that we just figured out here was watch the starburst effect with the light. it kind of travels. You turn it, it travels with the piece. And I think once I clear coat this, it's really going to pop. I think it's going to look pretty cool. Hey, take a look at this outer rim. Do you see this? Jeremy, right here. See how that fades in too?
Yeah.
It kind of brings the out to the in. I think that looks, didn't mean to do that, but that's how it worked out, so it looks pretty cool. All right, well, I'm going to clear coat this, and then we'll come back after the clear coat's dry, and we'll see what it looks like. Here's the finished product. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know, does that show the light if I, like this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Down this way, and then left to right. Oh, yeah. There you go.
There's the finished product with the clear on it.
It's pretty cool.
The only thing left to do on any of these is we're going to build a frame and frame them on out. So more of this coming up. But thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you on the next video.